What's up, y'all? We got another show to discuss, Love and Marriage Detroit, and the men are dustier than the men down there in Huntsville. But let's talk about it.
Oh yes, bitches and hoes. I'm back.
I drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate up for discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just bossed it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Voodoo Doll back with another review, and we're gonna review Love and Marriage Detroit. Now, listen, I gave this show a chance. I said, let me just look at it and see what's going on. I've abandoned Love and Marriage DC long time ago. Once what's that girl Monique and her husband left, I ain't had no use for them people down there. But anyway, so I looked at Love and Marriage Detroit, and it's drama. I'll tell you that it's a refreshing drama, real drama. Unlike Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm gonna keep dragging them. However, the men are so suspect and dusty. I'm sneezing. You know what I mean? I didn't like it. I didn't like the men. I ain't gonna say I don't like the show, but the men on this show are dusty, and two of them at the very least are very suspect. But we gonna get into it. Let's get into the episode. So first we got to do this introduction, right? We got Colby and Russell. Russell, he owns some kind of nonprofit or whatever, and he also is a weekend army person. He's a weekend warrior. He's in the Army National Guard. I forgot, she's an influencer. Her name is Kobe and she's an influencer. I guess her and this other girl I'm gonna tell y'all about, they're both influencers. Russell is giving me, he don't even really, he married because it's a status thing, but he don't really want to be with his wife. That's what he giving me, because, and we're gonna get into it later, it's just giving like G.I. Joe. And this is one of the things I need to check off my list of things to do, which is getting married. They only been married 3 years now, but I don't know how this is going to play out for the both of them. Kobe, I'm wondering if he even likes you, because he said that you was his homie. I ain't never had no man that I'm sleeping with, let alone married to, call me his homie. That was a bit, it was sort of a red flag. You know what I'm saying? Red flag. But anyway, the next couple we got is Brandon and Christina. Lord. Brandon, aka Man Bun, is in the music industry, and he developed artists, allegedly. That's what he said. And Christina is also an influencer. Girl, Man Bun here, the way his back is made, because we done seen a lot of him walking away, because he don't like being called out. But the way his back is made, Christina, you are too good for him. Now, they having issues. I feel like this gonna be the new male. Christina's gonna be the new male because her husband is cheating. Black women, we love just, rallying around women when their husband cheating and they know about it. Because apparently he has cheated before, because she said he got a pass. But girl, we got to figure out what you and Man Bun gonna do, because this show ain't gonna have y'all lasting, girl. But then next we got, because I'm done with them, because we need to get into the review. Next we have Latoya and Anthony. Latoya, you are too good for Anthony, but let me give y'all the intro. Latoya is a chiropractor, very successful. She started a wine company, doing her thing. Anthony, I don't even know what he do for a living for real. He said he help young men, but if you ask me, he's addicted to boys. Say what I said. He is the most whiny, unattractive, ex-fat dude. You know what I mean? Like, look at me. I need attention, please. And I'm the man of my house, and nobody don't tell me different. And men this and men that and men's trip and men is given. Do you even like your wife? Do you even like women? That's what I want to know. Because you are very fixated on other men. And I've never seen this in my life. It's very cringe. It's very, very cringe. Latoya, they say he keeps trying to run down there to Atlanta. We all know what's down there in Atlanta. The girls. And I don't mean the girls. The girls are down there in Atlanta. Question your husband why he want to keep running down there to Atlanta. Okay? Anyway, this is a lot going on. But let's get into the actual episode. I just had to get that out the way. So now the episode opens up, everybody meeting up for this barbecue. It's Father's Day. They gonna sit down and they gonna have a nice little barbecue. They got all the churn out there. It was cute or whatever the case may be. We find out that Kobe and Christina actually are cool. They know each other through their husbands or whatever, and they've been like cool for the last about 2 to 3 years. So that was good. They have a relationship or whatever. And Anthony has been friends with Brandon Man Bun for a long time. Like he been knowing him over 20 years. But anyway, they get there. And you know, it starts off with the BS with Anthony talking about they gonna make our plates. Now listen, ain't nothing wrong with making your man plate. I make my man plate all the time, especially when we out, you know, whatever the case may be. But it's the sense of entitlement that I don't like coming from Anthony already. In the first 5 seconds, I said he get on my nerves. But anyway, the women over there making them a plate. Kobe says she know a way to her husband's stomach was through his the way to his heart, I'm sorry, is through his stomach. And the way he looked like he don't hardly eat any type of anything. You know what I'm saying? He's a very buff dude. He works out. But nevertheless, she looked like she's saying that she gonna go down there and feed her husband. But I'm wondering if she even cooks at this point. So now they sit down to eat. I guess one of their little partners was there too, and they asked him how was it in Vegas, right? And the dude said it was cool. We had a couple cabanas, whoop the whoop the whoop. And then they asked Brandon Man Bun, you know, if he could go or if he went, and he said, "Nah, I didn't go. She didn't want me to go. She gave me 21 questions." And inserts Anthony with this whole man's movement BS, hollering, "Oh, you gotta ask her to go." You got to ask her to go. And Brandon was like, I don't necessarily have to ask her, but you know, she going to give me 21 questions in 3rd degree. So I just decided to don't even worry about it. But see, that's not enough for Anthony. Anthony feels like as a man, because he feels like he's a man. And no woman can't tell him nothing. And see, this is what I don't like about Anthony. And let me say what I don't like about his wife. Anthony, you do too much, but I think your wife lets you, and I don't like that. She just sit there and be quiet, but as we can see, you really don't run nothing, because we gonna see that here in a minute. But ultimately, she allows you to go around puffing your chest out like you this, that, and the third, and she's more successful than you, bruh. She don't need you. I wish she would leave you. I don't even know y'all yet, and I wish she leave you. She's too good for you. Say what I said. But anyway, he goes into telling this man how he shouldn't have to ask for no permission to do this, that, and the third, and he wants to do a man's trip. Y'all old. What the hell you mean a man trip? And was asking and told the women at the table, look, we going on a man's trip. And Christina was like, well, Man Bun's gonna have to ask for permission. He don't just get up and go. And here come Anthony inserting himself again. Well, why he can't just go on the trip? Why he gotta ask permission? Stay out of them people marriage. Stay out of them people's marriage, not Man Bun, Anthony, because see, you giving very insecure. I feel like your wee-wee is small. I feel like you probably don't perform well in the bedroom. You've got insecurities, mommy issues, and you are trying to now take that out on the world. And we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to see it, and we don't want to find it. I hate that for you. I hate that you running around here with this so-called fake men's empowerment. I've never seen talking about you want men to be supported. Black men are the only group of men, and not all of them, just this little era of men that we got here. But black men are the only group of men that begs people for protection and support. I ain't never seen this. It's given very feminine. It's giving very feminine. And y'all think y'all masculine when y'all run around talking about, I just want to be supported. I just want to be protected. Protect you? What you want me to do? Jump in front of a bullet? That's what I'm saying. I don't like Anthony. I don't like Anthony. I hope his wife leaves him. She's too good for him. And he needs to be on the streets by himself. Say what I said. But anyway, they get into a back and forth because Christina basically told him he need to ask. You don't just get up and make no moves. You need to ask, you know what I'm saying? If you can go do whatever the case may be, whatever it is you're trying to do, but you don't just get up and make no moves. Now, while this is going on, because Brandon is over there, Man Bun I'm talking about, he's over there being quiet. He acting like he don't have no words. The dude, Russell, jumps in and hollers. Well, he ain't said it on here, but he got in his confessional and said, you know, if that works for them, you know, the way she talking to him, that works for them, but it would never work for me. My wife would never do that to me. And I'm saying, who do y'all think y'all are, bro? Like, who do these men think they are? Carlos King, where do you find these men? I'm confused. But anyway, that goes into another back and forth. And Brandon was just like, I just don't deal with the headache. But Anthony is insistent on this doggone this man's trip. Now he got in his confessional with his wife, and when his wife told him that they was gonna do a bromance, he felt offended. And immediately I said he might be addicted to boys. Said what I said. He talking about you like the bun. I mean, the man bun look nice on him, but it's Anthony, come out, baby. It's 2023. You don't have this to do. We love and appreciate everybody. It's Pride Month. Come on out, baby. We gonna love you and accept you for who you are. Come on out, Anthony. I don't like you. You look like you was an old fat dude. Then you lost weight. You look like you got man boobs. You look like your wee-wee is small. And you act like and you sound like your wee-wee is small because you don't even have a deep voice. I don't like you, Anthony. I hope they drag you up and down Twitter. Everything bad. Yeah. Everything bad is how I feel about Anthony. Let's move on. So now we move to the next scene. Christina and Kobe bring them children out to a gym to play. And it dawned on me, children don't go outside to play no more. Y'all got to bring them, not y'all, but I'm just saying there's really like a gym for children to play. Like that was just weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm an 80s baby, but nevertheless, listen. So they sit down and they have a conversation. And basically, we find out Christina is about to be 40. First of all, she does not look that old. Christina looks amazing. She's 10 years Kobe senior. And if you want to be completely honest, if you ask me, I'm just being honest. It looked like Kobe is probably either her age or older than her. Maybe it's the face full of makeup. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not even trying to drag the lady, but she does not look 40. Christina doesn't. I'm just saying. But anyway, they have a conversation and basically Kobe gives her props and say, not only are you looking good, I don't know what you're going through, but whatever it is, you looking good and you presenting very well. You know what I mean? Like with your family. She gave her props as a mom, as a wife and all of that stuff. And basically just wanted to give her flowers and was like, you doing really well and I look up to you. You know what I'm saying? Since you older or whatever the case may be. Now this prompt Christina to get the crying because she said, she's been going through a lot. She's been overwhelmed and she's trying to get back to herself. She said turning 40, she feel like it's the rebirth. She want to do things, different this time. She told her husband, Brandon Man Bun, that they need to start going 50-50 on this parenting thing. It's not just on her because it prohibits her from basically doing what she want to do. And it's a lot that she want to do other than being an influencer and a mother, but she feels a little stifled because all he want to do is run down there to the studio. And we about to get into that here in a second. Christina, you can do better than Man Bun. Now, I know y'all been married for 11 years. I know it. And I know you got them 3 churn. I know that. But you can do better than Man Bun. Why are we dumbing ourselves down to be with these men? I don't understand. It's really upsetting me and my homegirls. Like, why? Why are we doing this? Christina, I feel like this. I don't know y'all. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't wish divorce or nothing on y'all or nothing like that. However, what I will say is y'all are really giving the public an inside look into marriage and it looks miserable. It looks horrible. It looks like nobody don't want no parts and they're wondering why people don't want to get married. I mean, it looked like the women are taking L's on all these shows. Hell, even the Real Housewives. It looks like women are, especially black women, are taking L's. It's just like, who wants to deal with that? I don't know. But shout out to Christina. I hope everything does well for you. And I hope you get past this and Man Bun get himself together. But I don't know. Because let's get into the next scene. So now we move to the next scene and Man Bun is in the studio with his new artist that he never told his wife about that he didn't already sign. This is what I'm talking about. This is the artist right here. And this is where we know we coming up on a whole nother Martell. It's giving Martell hope. I'm sorry. It's giving Martell hope. Christina and Brandon, I hope y'all marriage lasts. No, honestly, I feel like you could do better, but that's just me. But I feel like this is going to tear y'all down. It's already hanging on by a thread from the looks of it. But nevertheless, Christina calls him and he has the nerve to get an attitude. And said, well, what you want? I'm in a vibe and you messing up my vibe. What you want? And Christina was like, well, boy, you acting like I can't call my husband. I'm trying to see what time you coming home. That sends him off into another thing. Listen, there's a reason. There's a reason why he's signing this artist and he's not telling you. There's a reason why he's staying away doing all of this stuff. It's giving Stevie J and Jocelyn. That's what it's giving. It's giving Stevie J, Mimi, and Jocelyn, and I don't like it. You going off on your wife talking about, I be at home when I get home. And the reason I don't come home is because you don't appreciate me when I'm there. If you spending 60 hours at the studio, how's she going to appreciate you? You're probably coming home most of the time when the children sleep and she sleep. Girl, like I said, y'all giving us a look into this and it is not looking good. It is not looking good, y'all. I don't like this. I don't like that he's basically going in on his wife to be in the studio with Grace Jones over there. I don't like that. I didn't like it. Christina, bless your heart, bless your marriage. But this show about to tear y'all down. This show is about to tear your marriage down to the ground. Do you hear me? I hope you ready, girl. Get your lawyers ready and everything. This show is about to put your marriage down into the ground. Let's move on. So now we get to the next scene. Anthony down there with his little boy training. He claimed he helps men and young boys and the youth, but he only down there with his son. Neither here nor there. So his son out there training. His wife stops by and basically she gets to talking to him about the update on the wine stuff. So she owns this wine company. It's a luxurious wine. Shout out to her. She said it was her idea, but he be helping her. He helps her push it. She calls him her marketer and her partner. Girl, you better choose your words wisely. If it was just yours, say it's yours. Now, I think I heard you say that he helped put up some money way back in the, gap. And I saw that on the forecast of the show or whatever the case may be. But choose your words wisely because he running around there acting like it's his. And it's yours. If it's yours and it's your baby and you came up with it, don't let him get that doggone credit. He gonna try to get it in the divorce, girl, when he go with his mans, allegedly. Anyway, so basically, they get to talking about the wine and pushing it and all that. And he said he got to go down there to Atlanta. Now, apparently they've been down this road before because she told him, she was like, basically, she not really here for him going to Atlanta. So apparently, when COVID was happening, she had to work in the hospital because she's a doctor, a chiropractor, and she had to be at home by herself with the kids. He thought he was just going to be down there in Atlanta doing what he want to do, living how he want to live. And she said, baby, if you don't get your ass back here, we going down there to the divorce court. And as she should. You got to be selfish as hell to feel like you just going to go run down some doggone Atlanta and during the worst time of the doggone our ages, and you just gonna be down in Atlanta talking about you working. Now he hollering that he's gonna miss a very good opportunity to be down there in Atlanta, and she ain't hearing it. I'm so happy she's standing her ground. She said they need to communicate better, that they need to figure this out. And she said, you going back to Atlanta is not how this works. You don't just tell me you're going to Atlanta. You gotta, no, that's not how we doing it. She even questions her marriage. Girl, all y'all should be questioning y'all marriage. All three couples, all the couples on Love and Marriage Huntsville need to be questioning their marriage. I'm questioning y'all marriage. He hollered, but we gotta be Team Thompson. I thought it was Team Thompson. And she said, I am. If it wasn't Team Thompson, hell, we wouldn't be together right now. And he just looking all fat and greasy, and I don't like him. Because he feel like her not letting him do what he want to do and run the streets all up and down to the ATL where the girls are at. And I don't mean the girls, I mean the girls. He feels like she's not on his team because she don't want to let him run the street. Baby, run. Please run. Toya, that's your name, Latoya. Run, girl. Get away from that man. Let him go be free to be who he want to be. Because with you ain't it. He don't want to be there, girl. Look at him. Ugh, his face and his body just make me sick. Let's move on. So now it's Christina and Man Buns, aka Brandon's 11-year anniversary. And they at the lavender farm or whatever the case may be. And I was like, oh, that's real nice. He got a blindfolded and all of that. And I was like, that's so cute. He was thoughtful or whatever the case may be. And then the first thing stuck out to me was that you spend your 11-year anniversary with a group of people. Make it make sense, y'all. Listen, I'm not saying they couldn't have like a little thing, and I get it, it's the show thing, but your anniversary, you spending with a group of people, I thought normally, especially after 11 years, y'all would be off doing something on your own, and you know what I mean? Like something romantic, just you and her, but y'all sitting on the ground in the lavender field. Make it make sense. But anyway, they sit down, child. And everybody's surprising her with her anniversary, and it's all the couples. They got a singer out there, you know what I mean? They start talking about how she's always wanted to come to Lavender Farm, and that he thought about her and he was very thoughtful to bring her there. And we find out that Russell ain't romantic because Russell said he would have never thought to do that. Listen, girl, your husband don't like you. What's Russell's wife's name? Whatever his wife's name is. He don't like Corey. He don't like you, baby. He don't like you. When they get to talking about what y'all do, that's romantic. You say the only thing you do is grill food for her on the grill and ask for sex. Yeah, I'm questioning all y'all marriages at this point. But anyway, so they sitting down there. She's enjoying her song, and everybody's there to wish them a happy anniversary. And then all of a sudden they get to passing out the food, right? So they get to passing out the food. Russell passing out the food, and he gave his wife steak, and she said she wanted salmon, and he said, "You eat what I tell you to eat." And that gave Anthony a hard on. Anthony immediately got a boner because he said Russell is taking his class, and then Russell said, "I'm not taking your class. You got a woman-hating class." Anytime another man will tell you that should speak volumes. But Anthony said it's not a woman-hating class. It's just a men's improvement and men's empowerment class. I've never heard of no gay shit like this. I'm sorry, y'all. Anyway, so Christina was like, "You sound like a male chauvinist," because he is. He really is. He sounds like a male chauvinist because that's exactly what he is. Now, he immediately gets offended. He feels like that's not right. He's not a male chauvinist. He's just for men's empowerment. And I'm sitting here saying, you sound fruity as hell. No shade, no pun intended, just fruity. Men's empowerment. He hates women. I'm with Christina. He don't like women. But he wants to explain that he don't. Girl, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Corey, that's his wife name, Latoya, whatever one your wife is, she need to run from you, baby. I don't care how many churns she got. She got money. She'll be all right. She need to run away from you because you ain't worth a dime. I'm sorry. And you can tell he's living off of his wife. You can tell his wife is the real breadwinner. You can tell his wife is the one who really keeps everything together. You can tell without his wife, he would be on the streets. You could tell. So now they get to talking. Well, before that, Christina was like, "Look, I don't want my man to be a part of your club. I don't like it. He don't need to be empowered by you or nobody else." And I'm with you on that, Christina. But now they get to talking about Brandon, and for some odd reason, Anthony feels like he has to protect Brandon. See, this is what I'm talking about. I never heard men talk about protecting other men. This is weird. But he wants to protect Brandon because he's been knowing Brandon for 20 years, and at the beginning, Brandon was supposed to take off, but he feels like Christina is holding Brandon back. First of all, why is you speaking on them people marriage? Why is you jumping in their marriage? And Brandon, man bun, ain't saying nothing, just letting him go back and forth with his wife. It's giving BAN. You know what I mean? That's what it's giving, bitch ass nigga. Said what I had to say it. But you going back and forth with this man's wife, telling him or telling this lady that she's holding him back, and he's just sitting there looking, but you want to protect him because you feel like that's what you have to do. But you need to mind your business. Anthony, why are you so quick to jump to protecting these other men? Like, that's weird to me. I've never seen this. I have seen it on Kevin Samuels and the Red Pill people. Yeah, I have. They do that. But I always thought, well, then again, they typically look like Anthony. So that sounds about right. Anthony is a typical red pill man who has mommy issues and really don't like women, but he just be around women because he, that's what he's supposed to do. But that's what it's given. That's just what it is, and that's what it's given. But Anthony feel like that Brandon should be able to go to the club. Again, all up in them people marriage. She told him, "I know my husband. He not going to no club. I don't want him in no club," given his history. Now that just tells us that Brandon must have been cheating with a broad. She did come out and say that Brandon was emotionally cheating, and that's worse than physically cheating, because typically when a man develops an emotional connection to a woman, that's deep. And she said she helped this lady out and was nice to this lady. It was one of his so-called artists, and that lady backstabbed her. And I was surprised that she's still married to him, but I guess, child. But anyway, so like she said, she don't need you to protect her husband. Her husband is a grown man bun who can protect himself, okay? She don't need your protection for her man. That's just not how this works, or whatever the case may be. So Kobe tells Russell he ain't going to no damn club. I don't know why the conversation going on. And Anthony looking at Russell like, "You not going to get your wife?" And Russell was like, "No, she's saying that because she know I don't go to the club." But Kobe said she wasn't having it either way. You ain't going to run in no clubs. Y'all too old for that anyway. And I get it. He has to work talking about man bun. But ultimately, if you've had insecurity issues or infidelity issues in the past, then you don't need to be at no club. Well, child, Kobe decides to spill the tea that man bun has signed another artist, a female artist. And Christina didn't know nothing about it. Now, Russell was looking at her, telling her to be quiet because he didn't tell her that for her to go back and tell that to Christina. But Christina was like, "What you mean he signed a new artist?" Like, what? Yes. Kobe said, you never told me not to say nothing. I thought you had, I thought she knew. You know what I'm saying? And then she looks at Man Bun and said, why wouldn't you tell your wife that you signed a new artist? Man Bun said he needed some time because he had to find a way to present it to her. Is you sleeping with the new artist, Man Bun? That's the only reason I could feel like you would have to lie about that. Why would you keep that from her? Like, none of this is making sense. You mad at Kobe for spilling the tea that you should have spilled the moment you signed the doggone paperwork, Man Bun. Russell over there trying to tell her to pipe down and don't say nothing, but it's too late. And then Man Bun said he feels some type of way because he told that to Russell, and he told Russell he hadn't told his wife. So why would you go home and tell your wife? But see, that's the scapegoat, going all the way around it to not face your own consequences. You signed the artist who you might be sleeping with, and you didn't want to tell your wife, and there's a reason you didn't want to tell her, Man Bun. But Man Bun is on the hot seat and he cowered up like a little biatch. I don't like it. I don't like it. He telling Kobe to stay out of his marriage. Kobe said, I'm not in your marriage. I thought you just should have told your wife. Kobe, you knew what you was doing. You knew exactly what you was doing. And that's why you did it. But shout out to you for doing it anyway. Because Man Bun needed to be basically confronted about signing this girl. But while this is going on, Christina want to ask the important questions. Girl, who is the artist? Who is this artist that you done signed and why didn't you tell me? Because they could go back and forth about all of this. I need to know who this artist is and why didn't you tell me? So he finally comes clean and said, it's a girl and I signed her. And Christina, I'm on her side. Why wouldn't you tell me this? Given your history, right, that she already talked about, this is a problem because he starts to sleep with his artist. Allegedly. That's what she said. That ain't what I said. Listen, girl, my heart goes out to you, Christina. Y'all got to stop staying in these marriages just to say you're married. Because this is what you get. Ladies and gentlemen, this is marriage. This is marriage. I'm not saying this is all the time. And I'm not saying that this is for everybody. But typically in the black community, for sure, this is marriage. And I don't like it. I don't like it. Y'all can have it if that's what y'all so please. It ain't everything that is cracked up to be. Y'all running around here thinking y'all gonna get this Cinderella story when the shit is work and it is hard work. And also you gotta put up with a lot of things if you want to remain married. But you're shunned if you want to doggone, walk away. But anyway, she get the crying because she feels like, it's wrong that he didn't tell her that he had this artist. And I felt so bad for Christina because it's just like, girl, you know your man. You said that even at this doggone dinner, at your anniversary dinner. You know what I'm saying? And for him to feel some type of way, feeling like Kobe trying to ruin their anniversary dinner. First of all, none of them should even be at the anniversary dinner. But you didn't think enough of your wife to say, let me do something just for me and my wife. No, you wanted to make it a group activity. So now this is what it is. It just is what it is. This is all your fault. Not Kobe's fault. Kobe shouldn't even been there. If you had been thinking of your wife the way you thought you did. You thought you ate bringing her to the lavender field, but you bring her to the lavender field with 15 other people. That's not an anniversary. That is a group activity. And I don't like it. But poor Christina, he had an emotional connection with the last artist. When you called him on the phone to say, hey, how you doing? What time you coming home? He looking some type of way and acting funny or whatever. And all he do, it seems like for the rest of this doggone show, is show his back. And it's an ugly back. And I don't like it. Girl, this show got a lot of drama with it. And I'm going to keep watching and reviewing. It's giving much more than Real Housewives of Atlanta. I gotta watch that and review that. But ultimately, Man Bun, I'm gonna need you to man up, okay? Maybe if he cut the bun off, maybe it wouldn't be so bad. I don't know. Maybe he might come more into his manhood. I don't know, because it's giving Cheetah. It's giving Stevie J and Jocelyn. It's giving Martell Holt and Coleslaw. That's what it's giving. Anyway, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about Love and Marriage Detroit. Are y'all watching? Are y'all into it? Are y'all feeling it? Drop it in the comments. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on TikTok, and I'll see you hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.